Hello. Hi. Hi, everyone. It's so good to be back in the Midwest. I'm from Michigan. Oh, my God. Everyone's so nice here. Thank you so much to the Human Rights Campaign for this honor. This is incredible. Thank you for your incredible work, everyone who is here, who made a night like this happen, and all of the volunteers. Thank you. I am so humbled, and I am so inspired to be here. We have so much work to do. So, story time. 15 years ago, I was in high school. I was in the drama classroom. I was contouring my face, a normal night, getting ready for opening night of Grease. I was Eugene, who was the nerd. I didn't have many lines, but I did have the opening line of the entire production. I was very proud of that, ready to go. Of course, I was very nervous, but during that year, something even more terrifying was weighing me down. I was still closeted, and I was so terrified that somebody would find me out and expose me, and my life as I knew it would be ruined. I had just told one friend, and that night when I was doing my face, right before we took the stage for Grease, she came up to me while I was applying my makeup just to let me know that she had informed my crush that I was in love with him in the hopes that she could play matchmaker, he'd come out to her, everything would be happily ever after. My stomach dropped, and I was petrified to take the stage, not knowing who on the other side of the curtain now knew what I considered my dirty little secret. I thought that my life was over because what else was I supposed to think? Back then, I had no idea what being an openly gay man could mean. Growing up, I did not have Love, Simon or Pose to watch with my friends and fantasize about cute guys. I did not have Troye Sivan or MNEK to listen to and have the ability to sing along to love songs about boys by boys. I couldn't follow Neil Patrick Harris and David Burka on Instagram to see adorable dads dressing up their adorable kids on every Halloween. In fact, one of my earliest memories I had of an openly gay man was what I had heard about Matthew Shepard. My lack of queer role models and lack of positive queer representation in media made me fear the worst while I was being outed. When our own future is uncertain, we look outside of ourselves for hints of what could be, based on what's happening to others that were in our shoes before us. Positive representation and visibility can help clear away the mysterious cloud that feels like a looming thunderstorm. Back when I was 14 and outed against my will, positive queer visibility could have relieved so much stress and tension surrounding me finally living my truth. Luckily, I was fortunate enough to have a support system that caught me when I was pushed out of the closet. My friends and family cheered me on, and my sexuality wasn't the end of the world. Many are not so lucky. I spent the rest of my high school years coming into my own as a young gay man, ready to take on the world, but that was only because I was loved and supported and encouraged. When I graduated from high school, I went off to college at Michigan State. Anybody from Michigan? Okay, hey, what up? Thank you, God bless. During my freshman year, I began uploading videos about my life to YouTube, and it was just kind of a way for me to keep in touch with friends and family. It never, ever crossed my mind that 11 years later, I'd be right here, which is weird and bonkers, and there are 7 million people that tune in with over 700 million views around the world, and when I think about what that could mean to somebody like who I was, it makes it all worth it. And although it was never my intention to be a role model, and while I think no one person has an obligation to be one, I view it as a missed opportunity if you don't rise to the challenge, if that's how people see you. My friend Raymond Braun always says possibility model instead of role model, because it's someone who helps young people visualize what their future could have in store for them. I will never be perfect, but I can try my darndest to harness my visibility and show queer and questioning kids that their lives do not have to be tragedies, and how queer people can live long, fulfilling, and productive lives, and have so much fun. And with social media, whether you have 1 follower or 1 million, I think everyone here has the opportunity to be a possibility model. We have to use our visibility to show young, closeted, queer kids that life is worth sticking around for, that a good future is within reach, and that there is an entire community ready to welcome them with open arms when they are good and ready to live their authentic lives. And the LGBTQ+ community is incredibly diverse, but often lacks representation for the marginalized groups within it. We must acknowledge work and acknowledge to include and honor all the people beyond those letters. We have to support bisexual boys, transgender women, gender-fluid teens, elderly lesbians, asexuals, queer people of color, and everyone in between. And one way is to uplift and to amplify the visibility of all kinds of possibility models. We have to include everyone. The LGBTQ+ community is not just cis white gays, and if that is how you identify, I urge you to recognize your privilege, amplify the disenfranchised voices around you. So, in accepting the Visibility Award tonight, I pledge to do just that. Thank you so much. Have fun.